till those demons run and hide. Welcome to Wise Guitar Lessons. And look, we need to start 2026 off with a banger. So I'll be showing you on acoustic guitar how to play Josiah Queen's brand new song, Demons. So this will be your one-stop shop. So this will be all picking, all strumming, and all chords in this one video. And so if you'd like to see the full playthrough, that'll be down there. I'd recommend, once you know the finger picking or the picking part, play along with that playthrough and slow it down because this is a bit of a tricky song. With that though, let's start breaking it down, shall we? So let's begin chasing those demons away, and I'll show you the chords and the strumming to this song. The picking pattern will be in the next section. So if you want to see that, go down below and swipe to that. So this song is going to be in the key of F major. I have it on capo 3. I'll show you, that's how I want to teach it. But without the capo, it'd be entirely bar chords. And who really wants to do bar chords? So the way I will show you how to play it is D major with capo on the 3rd fret. So that's technically still the key of F. So 4 chords are needed, and you will need a D major. You'll then need a G major. Then need an A major. And then yes, there is a bar chord. There's not really a way around it. I'll show you an easier way to play it, but when you're doing that finger picking or the picking pattern, you kind of need that B note. But the next chord you'll need is a B minor. And so if you're a beginner and you still want to play this song, you can just take that bar out and you got a B minor 7. And so really, you can still play it even if you're a beginner because there are workarounds to those bar chords. And so now, let me show you the strumming. You got 3 options for strumming. This is in 4/4 timing, like every other Josiah Queen song, in 125 BPM. And so with this song, he blessed us with the fast finger picking. So if you would like, you can strum it. And I'll give you a couple strumming patterns. I finger pick the first verse, and then I don't finger pick again because it goes in and out. But so you got 3 strumming patterns. And so the first one you'll need is just 1 down strum. Technically in some parts that will be doing 2, so you'll do 1, 2, 3. I'll show you exactly where. That's more the pre-chorus. The next one you'll need is, you'll hear it more in the chorus when he's not full out strumming the entire rest of the song yet. It's doing down, down, up, down, up. So you're doing. So down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. And then the third one you'll need, which I use the most because it's super quick, it's just doing 8th note down strum. So you'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And so with this song, since I'm doing more of the 8th note pattern, you can do the pattern I just showed you a second ago. But I try to accent certain strums. So you may want to listen along a little bit. I usually accent the 1 and the 3. So going 1 and 2 and 3. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and that really keeps it that country style. So those are the chords. That's the strumming. Now let me show you the picking part, and then I'll show you the entire progressions. So let's hop into it. So probably why y'all are all here is for this finger picking. And so I will show you how to play it right now. So this will be over what I'll say in the next part of this tutorial is progression A. And so that is B minor for a measure, to D major for 2 measures, to A major for a measure. And so I've said his finger picking, but really you can tell he is using a pick. I'm using a little Fender, I think celluloid. I don't know exactly what it is, but it's my favorite pick. And so you can really tell because of how bright it is that it really is a pick. And so let me show you what it is. I'll play it through real quick, slowly, and then I'll break it down for you. repeats. And so you can break it down into 3 sections. So B minor section, D section, A section. So let's begin with B minor because that's going to be the hardest and how it starts. So what you're going to do is make your B minor chord and you're going to hit the 5th and the 2nd string. I'm going down, up. If you want, you can do down, down. Doesn't really matter, but I do the up because then you got to go up. So 5, 2. You come to the D string or the 4th string, and what you're going to do is hammer on from the 2nd fret, 2, 4, pull off, then pull off open. So when you're doing it quick, it rings out a lot more. That died out really quick, but just showing you and explaining. So that's the first half. By that point, you want to be like to beat 3 now. You want to be beat 3 here because what you're going to do next is you'll make that B minor again, and you're going to go 5, 2, and then you're going to come back to the 5, but instead you're going to do 4th fret of the A string, then go back to the 2, and then it goes into the D. So he's essentially doing a walking bass, so it's going. Because right there is your D, if you don't know that. And so that's B minor part. So in total, slowly, is this. And like I'll have tab right down here, bottom of the screen, as well as that full playthrough, because this part for me was the trickiest to get down. And so play along with that and slow it down. So it'll sound like this. And then D is super easy. What you're doing is 4, then you're going to go to 2, then you're going to come back to the 4 and just hammer on. So the same thing. And then you're going to do that 4 times because you're going to be doing 2 full measures of D. And so that will sound like this slowly in total. And so up to this part, it'll sound like this. I'm not going to play the D as many times, but it's showing you. So that's a measure of D right there. So you're almost there. You just got to do part A, one more. So what you're going to do is the same. So 5, 2, then you're going to do the same. But really here, I just go 2, 4, 2. So hammer on, pull off to 4. And then you do that again. So. Okay, I pulled off to the O. If you want to do that, you can. But it's more just, I kind of embellish it a little bit myself. And so in total, all the way through, will be this. Then you go back to the B minor. And so this is really mainly for the first verse before you get to the pre-chorus. And so it's super quick. I definitely had to spend like 45 minutes just getting down that. That was the hardest part of the song. But once you get that, it's super easy. You can also hear the very beginning, or at least before you get to the second verse, the little turnaround, he plays a little bit of the B minor picking. So if you want to do that, you can. But I set that one out and I just do the 8 down strums. And so look, that's the finger picking or the picking pattern. And so now I'll show you the rest of the chords and you'll be jamming along to this song. Let's get into it now. So now let me show you the progressions, and when I get to the pre-chorus part, I will show you how to do that super cool lead lick. So let's begin, shall we? So progression A, I already showed you that. That's going to be B minor to D for 2 measures to A for a measure. And so that's only going to be for the verses, and there's 2 verses. You're going to play that 3 times. So verse 1, I'll do that finger picking. So that's what I do. And then in the second verse, I do the eighth note down strum. So if you would like to do that, you can do that. If not, you can strum it or you can finger pick it. You pick and choose. You can make the song how you would like to. Progression B is going to be B minor for half, A for half, to G for a full measure, to G for half, D for half, to A for half, or full measure, sorry. And so that's only going to be used for the pre-chorus. And so whenever you see that, you need to think just the down strums for each chord change. So you're going to go B minor, A, then the G, you're going to hold out for a full measure. Then for that half I told you is going to be G, D, A, which you hold out for a full measure. Then you usually hear him on that A, he usually starts strumming, so you usually then hear him do his infamous. And so that's adding on another A. And so how do you play that lower lick? So that's doing 2, 4 on the D. Then you're going to go to the D and go 2. Go down to the B and go 3, 2. Then you can hit the open or strum like the middle 3 strings, but I just do a full on G because it's the chorus. So. And then the final progression will be progression C, which is G for a measure, to G for half, A for half, to B minor for a full measure, to A for a full measure. And so for the first chorus, it's going to be played 2 times. And so on that final B minor, what you're going to do is you usually hear them get into the... And so for the first chorus, just do on the B minor the down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down on that A. Chorus 2, you're going to play that 4 times, and throughout the entire chorus, he's going to be playing that really quick, super quick strumming. And then chorus 3, which I'll loop in with the outro, you're going to play that 6 times, and throughout the entire song, you'll be strumming. And so to finish up the song finally will be just 1 strum on G. And y'all, the bridge is super easy. It's just doing C. It's doing progression C 2 times 2. And that you're still strumming all the way through. So right after verse 2, he gets in strumming for literally the rest of the song. And that is the song, y'all. You got it. Well, we have finally reached the end of this video. So that is all you need to know about demons. And so look, that finger picking or picking part is a little bit tricky. It took me a little while to get it down. So what I'll tell you is go to my full playthrough and play along with that tab and slow it down. There's a little thing down there, gear icon, that you can slow it down to like 25% speed. Use that to your advantage to really get down that picking part. And like always, don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll catch you next time. Take care.